Maybe.
I've already made a request.
Yeah, I just started a print of the Courage Whispers that I'm making into a t-shirt, but I might. Oh, thank you. All right, cool. Maybe I'll do t-shirts. Any other questions? Yeah. I had good luck. I'm not going to lie. I went to my insurance's website because I was really concerned about the money aspect and wanted to make sure it was covered by my insurance. And I looked at a bunch of people, and I ended up finding this woman who she had an art background, and she brought creativity into her art practice. Her name is Shaima, and her practice is called Think, Paint, Feel, and she's really done so much for me. But I got really lucky because she was the first person I called. She had an availability the next week, and it just kind of all happened. So I was really fortunate that I didn't have to wait weeks and weeks, and I might have backed out. So I'm really lucky that that's the way it went. Any other questions? Yeah. Oh, that means a lot. Thanks. Yeah. Oh, yep, that's you. Hi. Well, when I first started doing the drawing every day, I was doing it at night, after my kids were in bed, and I was just kind of in front of the TV. I do pretty much all of my art on my iPad, so it was really, and I think that's the key. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, make it as easy as possible for you to do it. Otherwise, it's going to be oh, I got to get the paint out, and it's going to make a mess. And because it was my iPad, that was the real key for me to being able to do it. And I have my husband to thank for that, because he bought me a really expensive iPad and an Apple Pencil, and I would have never spent that money on myself, but it pretty much changed my life. So thanks, babe. But yeah. Any questions?
Does not exist.
I'm always asking myself, or telling myself, oh, I'm feeling unbalanced, and recognizing it when I do. And I think that's probably a big part of it, because if you can't recognize it, you're just going to go through day by day by day, and then you're just oh my God, what am I doing with my life? But if I'm feeling I'm spending too much time on my art, I need to focus on my business, maybe I'll shift that way. And the same with my kids. Because we work at home, we get to see them all the time, which is amazing. That's actually the reason why we decided to own our own business, is so we could be home and be a part of their lives more. So I think it's just recognizing when you need to make changes and then make that change. Because you work from home, that's the beauty, is you have that flexibility. You can do that. So I don't know if that's a good answer, but okay. Yes. A little bit. I'm kind of fearful of messes, so it took me a long time, right? So I never wanted to get all the stuff out and have him finger paint and make a huge mess, because it was a big ordeal. But I'm trying to do it more now, and I'm actually my daughter is 1 now, and I'm actually noticing her grabbing my Apple Pencil and drawing on the iPad. She's already picking up on it, so I'm just gonna lean into that and go with that. And when I'm in my back room doing my creativity stuff, I have all the crayons and stuff on the floor for my son, so he can kind of go at it. And then occasionally we'll do stuff together, but I need to do it more. Yeah. Oh, online questions.
I have a question from Canada.
Oh, hi, Canada. Well, at the time, I didn't share them. And now I don't think I really share my fears and doubts about my photography business, but instead I am putting out into the world the stuff that I am passionate about. And you know, if my clients follow that and see that side of me, they actually, like the people that do actually really like it, and they're like, oh, I love following and seeing all the art that you're doing, and like they can see like what I'm really passionate about. So I don't have to say that, oh, I'm not really that into photography. Like I love photography, but my real passion is the art. So what I'm putting out into the world without having to explicitly say, you know, I have these doubts. And what if I do? Maybe I'll talk more about it, but yeah.
One more question?
Yeah, so I post a lot on my Instagram, which is just @Lisa Bardot. And then my website is hellobardot.com. And I do have things for sale there, like I have a lot of art prints, and that's where I'm selling all the like projects I'm working on. This project I'm doing this year is every 2 weeks I have to make something and sell it. And so I'm kind of trying to hold myself to that and produce something every 2 weeks, and then I sell it there and kind of announce it on my Instagram. So, yeah. Thanks for asking.
Thank you.
Thank you.